The biggest regret of the dying is never becoming your ideal self.
Top 10 celebrities you didn't know were religious. Number 10, Selena Gomez. Many of you know that the actress-singer has been living with a chronic illness called lupus for many years now. In a recent interview with Vogue magazine, she said, "I believe in God. I just want to make clear that I love being able to have my faith and believe in what I believe in, and that truly is what gets me through." More recently, while on the red carpet at the Met Gala, she made sure to discuss her spirituality while describing her outfit.
The dress, I wanted it to kind of capture Queen Esther in the Bible. I admire her strength.
Number 9, Dave Chappelle. Arguably one of the most talented stand-up comedians in the United States, Dave Chappelle is well renowned for his off-the-cuff humor. Dave, who identifies as Muslim, reported that he converted to Islam when he was 17 years old. His conversion came after having many passionate discussions with some guys at a pizzeria who worked across the street from where he lived. Staying true to who he is, Dave could not resist cracking a joke about his struggle with practicing his religion during a conversation with host David Letterman on the Netflix show, My Next Guest Needs No Introduction.
What were the circumstances?
I don't know, it was like believing in God and stuff. I'm not like, you know what I mean? I should preface this by saying it's not like I'm good at it.
When I began, I was searching for something because I didn't feel good. And there was an underlying sense of an unwellness, existential crisis.
Number 8, Richard Gere. Raised Methodist, the actor converted to Buddhism in his 20s. After studying Zen Buddhism for about 6 years, he traveled to Nepal and eventually to India to deepen his faith. It was then that he got into Tibetan Buddhism and has since become an activist for the Free Tibet movement. Number 7, Oprah. World-famous Oprah was first introduced to her spiritual gifts at the tender age of 6 years old. Raised in a Southern Baptist church, she revealed that she was very indoctrinated into the faith as a child. In fact, at 8 years old, her friends nicknamed her Preacher Girl because she took her faith so seriously. She has been very open about the role that gratitude, prayer, and silence have played into helping her manage the highs and lows of her very unusual life journey. She once told her audience that her grandmother taught her to pray on her knees as a child, which is a ritual she still practices today. But Oprah has since realized that being on her knees in front of God is really a lifestyle, not just a moment.
10, 15 years ago, I had this sort of epiphanal moment where I thought, what you really want is to always be on your knees, to always be in the flow of that which I call divine energy.
Number 6, Chris Pratt. The actor, well known for his role in the hit Marvel trilogy franchise Guardians of the Galaxy, among many other hit movies, reported he was first introduced to Christianity as a rebellious teenager by a total stranger. The actor is now a self-professed non-denominational Christian. In an interview with Men's Health, he expressed that he rejects religion, but identifies more with being spiritual by stating, "I think there's a distinction between being religious, adhering to the customs created by men, oftentimes appropriating the awe reserved for who I believe is a very real God, and using it to control people, to make money from people, to abuse children, to steal land, to justify hatred." In spite of his issues with religion, the actor is still a big advocate for the power of prayer.
Nothing fills my soul more than to think that maybe some kid watching that would say, "Hey, I've been thinking about that. I've been thinking about praying. Let me try that out." That's like the only way I feel like I could repay what has essentially been a giant gift in my life.
Number 5, Viola Davis. Most notably known for her epic performance in the hit show How to Get Away with Murder, for which she won an Emmy and a Golden Globe Award, the actress identifies as Christian. Born in South Carolina, her family attended a local African Methodist Episcopal church where she learned a lot about the importance of social justice, human rights, and innovation and progress. During an interview with Jennifer Hudson, she admitted that her spiritual powers are so strong that she manifested her husband of now 20 years.
That was everything on my list. 3.5 weeks later, I met Julius William Tennant.
Oh my God.
An ex-football player from Texas, raised his 2 children on his own, an actor, and the first thing he did was he invited me to church.
Number 4, Russell Brand. Russell is one of the most vocal celebrities about his spiritual awakening. Although the actor doesn't subscribe to a particular religion, he does believe in God, who he describes as an infinite creative force. He even has a YouTube channel solely dedicated to talking about spirituality. The actor is also candid about the role that spirituality has played in his recovery as he went through AA and NA to obtain sobriety. He practices Kundalini Yoga, which is one of the most spiritual yoga practices. He's also found that his faith helps him stay both mentally stable and sober.
I believe in God. I believe God to be the limitless consciousness, of which my own tiny little consciousness is but a part that...
Before I get to the top 3 celebrities, I want to remind you to please subscribe to my channel for weekly videos. Number 3, Gwyneth Paltrow. Coming from a long lines of Eastern European Jewish rabbis, Gwyneth Paltrow is a very spiritual person. In fact, she passed down some of her Jewish family traditions to her children, Apple and Moses, who both have biblical names. While her father was Jewish and she was raised Jewish by her parents, her mother and ex-husband, Chris Martin, are actually Christian. This unique spiritual exposure has led her to Kabbalah practices, just like her friend Madonna. Gwyneth also has a shaman she consults for spiritual healing.
I believe in God, and I believe that there is a reason that this is all happening. And if I can stay present to that divine energy, I can really cope with anything.
Number 2, Mayim Bialik.
The actor, writer, and neuroscientist started acting as a child and rose to fame for her role in the sitcom series Blossom in the 1990s. When the series ended, she went back to school and even received an invitation from Yale and Harvard. After obtaining her PhD in neuroscience, she went back to acting. She's most recently known for her role in the hit series The Big Bang Theory. The actress is aware that many people struggle to understand how someone this scientific could also be this deeply religious. She's very devoted to her modern Orthodox Jewish faith.
Why would someone who knows so much about the universe believe in magic? A huge aspect of what I find so appealing about religion is the opportunity to focus on mindfulness.
And lastly, number 1, Rainn Wilson. Best known for his role as Dwight on The Office, Rainn was raised as a member of the Baha'i faith. Founded in Persia during the 19th century, the Baha'i faith is based on 3 core concepts, which are God is one, all religions are one, and all of humanity is one. He's deeply passionate about his spirituality and empowering people through various faiths and religions to really connect on a new spiritual level.
Spirituality has no use unless it specifically makes my life better, unless it has some kind of practical application. Such as, one thing that springs to mind, the infamous golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. The most ancient and universal of spiritual teachings that existed for thousands of years before the Torah and the Bible even. In fact, it's in every single religious tradition around the globe.
As you can see, many people around the world understand a connection to a higher power is necessary to live a deeply fulfilling life. Not surprisingly, spirituality is a major component of holistic healing. What did you think of this list? Did any of these stories surprise you? Leave your comments in the box below. Thanks for watching.